It's time for Lock It Up. As we can see, I'm still in the lead. Thank you, gentlemen, for splitting, as well as I did. So let's get right into it. Horst, Arizona is traveling to New York to play the Jets. The Jets are going to have a new starting quarterback this week, Mr. Flacco. This probably would be better if it was Falco, but Flacco. Who do you got?
I just don't see the Jets being competitive against Arizona. I have Arizona winning 31-7.
I think Flacco in kind of throws off the Cardinals a little bit, and we've seen their defense struggling. I think their defense continues to struggle without Budda Baker, but I don't think there's any way that they can lose to a team coached by Adam Gase. New York Jets, I don't know what you're doing.
Awesome.
That dude needs to be gone. Get rid of this man. If Bill O'Brien was fired because of J.J. Watt, which, by the way, J.J., nice. If he's going to get fired because of a player speaking up, someone in the Jets organization needs to say something, because I don't know how this dude is still coaching the NFL. I got the Cardinals 28-16 at Adam Gase's final game as a head coach probably ever in the NFL.
If Flacco had Anquan Bolden, they'd have a chance. He doesn't. He has nothing to play with there. So Arizona is going to win this game 27-17, and Flacco will throw 2 interceptions guaranteed.
Yikes. Not good. Not good. Next game up on the docket, Rams at the Washington football team. Another 10 a.m. game. Ant, what do you got for that one?
Yeah, that's going to be a hard trip, this 10 a.m. I think it's going to be close. The football team has a very good defensive line. They're going to be starting a new quarterback as well. So no more Haskins. So the ball will probably move a little bit better, but I still think the Rams eke it out 24-20.
The Rams are making a long trip. They're going to be facing a fired-up Washington team. And I think Washington pulls it out after watching how bad the Rams played against the Giants last week. They tried to hand the Giants the game, and they wouldn't take it. I'm taking Washington 20-17.
20-17. That's a nice score there. It's not my score. I do have the Rams. I do have the Rams taking this one. I do think, like you said, Ant, that's going to help having another quarterback in. I just don't think it's going to help all that much. We've seen Kyle Allen perform last year against the 49ers. It wasn't very good. Nick Bosa had his Rookie of the Year moment in that game, let's just saying. So I don't think it's going to help too much. In fact, I don't think they score a touchdown at all until the very end of the game. Not good for you guys. I do have it being final score of 24-16 Rams with a garbage TD late to hopefully Terry McLaurin, so that helps out my fantasy team. Please, thank you so much.
Hey, Washington, put in Alex Smith.
So the next game is the Vikings at the Seahawks. Who do you have, Alex?
5:25 p.m. game, prime time. You know, it's the bright lights are on. That's where Russell Wilson stars, and it's usually where Kirk Cousins shrinks. So at least that's what the narrative has been. I don't believe that to be the case. I do think that we have a Vikings upset here. It seems like they started to click offensively a little bit. I'm going with the upset. Yes, boys. I have to. I'm down. I can't pick the same games you guys are going to pick, and I know you're picking the Seattle Seahawks. So I have to go with the Minnesota Vikings. Kirk Cousins, please. Do not crumble in prime time. 27-20 Vikings. I need this if I want to be in first place, for the love of everything good and holy in this world.
I've watched the Vikings play. There's not an ounce of me that thought about choosing them today. I do, however, think they're going to play the Seahawks tougher than the Seahawks have been getting played. I think that the Seahawks are finally kind of getting figured out, but they're opening it up more and more every week. Russell Wilson's still doing his thing. But I think that the Seahawks win 34-27. I just don't think they can stop Russell Wilson down the stretch. I just can't see it.
Yeah, I see something similar happen. I think it's a close game down to the wire. I have Seattle winning 34-31.
Kirk Cousins. Help me, please.
4 TDs, 2 picks.
Yikes. Let's hope not. Let's hope not for those 2 picks.
That's actually a great stat line.
That's a really good stat line for him. Although, in all honesty, if there were a team he was going to do it against, that Seahawks secondary is probably it, especially with no Jamal Adams.
Now that they signed Snacks Harrison.
No, they did.
Let's be honest. Snowflake has more breakups than Jamal Adams.
Snowflake, how do you feel about that? And last, but certainly not least, the game that we need to go really well this week for the 49ers. It's the 49ers versus the Dolphins, 1:05 p.m. game. Ant, what do you got?
Let's be honest. This one is going to be tough. Fitzpatrick kind of makes me nervous a little bit.
Is it the open shirt and the chest hair, or is it?
It's
the poor man's Carson Palmer thing.
It's the fact he makes weird stuff happen down the stretch, and I just think this is the week, unfortunately, that the 49ers bounce back and they win 27-23 in a tough game. I think it's going to be a battle, but I think the 49ers are fired up after last week, and they're going to make just enough plays to get it done and win the game.
My honest opinion is the 49ers defense, banged up as it is too much for that Dolphins offense. Like we've both said over here, Fitzpatrick can be a scary guy. He can go off out of nowhere. But I think they'll get to him. I think the pass rush will shake him up enough. I think the 49ers win 28-16.
28-16, that's a good score there. I got 28-13 San Francisco. I think you get the first appearance of the season of actual Ryan Fitzception. Fitzception shows up this week. People talked about, Fitzception was there last week. I mean, he had threw some bad balls, but that Seattle defense started to get some pressure on him late in the game, forced him to make some bad throws, and he came back at the end, drove down, and gave him a chance. And I'm still convinced that they stopped the Seahawks short on 4th down, and that was their ball. But hey, NFL, it's fine. Give them a few more breaks. They need it. It's fine. So I think the 49ers defense is fired up. Fred Warner has said as much. I think they're really focused, and they're going to execute the game plan significantly better than they did. I think having Ahkello Witherspoon back is going to help. Hopefully we get Emmanuel Mosley back to make up for the fact that K'Wan Williams is down and out for a bit. And I think if we do have some of those pieces healthy, they're gonna have the first ever Fitzception showing in San Francisco, in Santa Clara, at Levi Stadium. Fitzception comes out and throws, hopefully half a dozen picks. It's fine. He can throw 6. I'm good. I'm good with it. And at the very end of the game, you get a Tagovailoa sighting, but the game's too far out of reach at that point. 28-13.
I did predict Tua Tagovailoa would come in for the first time
in Week 5.
In Week 5 when we did our pick show originally.
You did. You said
so.
It.
If he comes in, I'm gonna kind of live on that one a little bit.
Do we give you an extra win on Lock It Up?
No,
if that happens.
No extra win for that.
Good. No extra wins here.
I actually hope he doesn't come in. Like I said, I
would prefer that.
Fitz plays just good enough to stay in, and they still lose.
I think we get Fitzception this weekend, boys.
I'm down for it.
Now that Dolphins too good to do it, I guess I'll come back. Let us know who you think is going to win the game this weekend in the comments down below. Were we right about the 49ers, or are we just being homers? Also, like, comment, and subscribe while you're down there, and hit that notification bell.